Jive Talkin with Shane Deep. 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 Oh, that was pretty good. I had a really good Jamaican kind of version going there. I was pretty happy with it. It felt like you were like on the beach of Jamaica, getting ready to do a little limbo under that pole and everything. And it was really, really nice. It really had a nice vibe to it. And then I set the damn thing down. It turns itself off and it erases the beat and everything. So that was just right out of my brain pan there. Just let's quick. Let's get to this. The intro is a very important part of the podcast, of the video cast situation here. But it is not the most important. The news is the most important. So welcome to Jive Talkin with Shane Diablo, episode number 11. Welcome, welcome, one and all. First, we need to say rest in peace to one Meatloaf. Not the one my mother killed over and over when she was trying to cook it, but the lead singer, Meatloaf. The other day when he passed away, I did me a morning of Meatloaf morning, and it involved the album Bat Outta Hell. Great record. If you haven't listened to it, you got to go listen to it and listen to it from beginning to end. It is Broadway rock. I mean, it's musical album, made for rock and rollers, but also made for fans around the world. Meatloaf will be missed. And the dear, wonderful, and sweet Louis Anderson, who also passed away. If you haven't had a chance to go see any of the episodes of Baskets, it's on Hulu, all 3 seasons. Louis Anderson plays Zach Galifianakis' mother in it. He is 100% absolutely fan-fucking-tastic in that. So you've got to go see that show. Because if for nothing more, if you're like, Shane, I think Zach Galifianakis is a dick. I don't like him. He's not funny to me. Louis Anderson is extremely funny. He won a bunch of Emmys for that. But welcome back to Jive Talkin with Shane D. Before we get into this, I wanted to talk about this experience that I had the other morning. It was 2 mornings ago. And I pulled into a 7-Eleven to get me a coffee before work. And I literally ran into some proper meth addicts. Now, I'm not talking about those creepy, crawly, kind of zombie-like people that you see kind of wandering around the streets and, trying to, they're trying to dig at the walk button so they can cross the street or whatever. You see them all the time. These were proper, professional meth heads. Why? Because they had a vehicle. I go in to get a coffee. There's no vehicle there that I saw anyways, but the meth community, they're really good at being kind of sneaky and under the radar. So as I drove off, I thought, was that vehicle always there? Because I didn't see it when I pulled in. But anyways, I'm backing my car out, and all of a sudden, I'm only going 1.5 miles an hour, but boom, I hit something. Oh, I says to myself, oh my heavens, what have I done here? I turn back and I see that it's a vehicle, and it's a vehicle it's like a Ford Explorer kind of a truck situation. And of course, the passenger side windows are plastic. They're with duct tape around them. There's no windows there. And I get out of my car. I can see some ruffling. Oh my God. There's some moving around, some movement in the vehicle, right? And then all of a sudden, a guy kind of lumbers out of the passenger and a woman comes around the driver's side. And I says, oh heavens, look what I've done here. I've bumped you guys. And instantly I knew that they were addicted. They were meth. They'd been on 7 or 8 sticks of meth that night. And she's like, oh no, what's happened over there? And at first I kind of thought they might go for a kind of a money grab. But then I thought to myself, what are you talking about? So I said, there was no damage to either car. There's a rubber strip that runs along my bumper. And that's what hit the side of their vehicle. No scratches, no nothing. But I says, well, I think we should get the police out here just to double check it, kind of do a police report and all of that on the health and, not health insurance, but car insurance wise. And her whole tone changed. Oh, no, we don't need that. And I was like, well, I'd feel better if we got the police, because then, we're all, Pete and I's and T's are crossed and all that. And, oh, no, 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 no. There's no damage here. No, none to be seen. There's no damage. You should see the other side. It's way worse. I was like, you sure? Because we can handle this pretty quickly. And she says, no, 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 that's fine. And when I was driving off, I thought to myself, my God, the women in the meth community, they're the strong arms. If you see a man and a woman, meth addicts, walking together, she's the boss. If you see him in a vehicle, she's the boss. She does the talking, she does the negotiating, she does everything. The other guy kind of went, he didn't even really mumble out anything that I would have known. But anyways, welcome to the Jive Talkin with Shane D. Number 11 here. And who's this? Who's this guy? The king of shock rock? Well, we'll be talking about that in later weeks to come. Because I think that he might have some... he may have somebody that's been around as just about as... Well, not just as long as him, but from the 80s that's more of the king of shock rock than this fella Alice Cooper. But here he is, and I saw this article that says Alice Cooper releases Alice Cooper and the Tome of Madness. There should be a B there, I'm thinking, but the Tome of Madness, it's a spoken word record. And I'm wondering, the reason why I wanted to look at this article is because I wanted to know if it was out and listenable. Metal Department has announced the release of the Alice Cooper and the Tome of Madness 12-inch vinyl single. Is it just going to be like 3 minutes long or something? Alice Cooper and the Tome of Madness is the perfect companion piece to the official Alice Cooper slot game that Metal Department released in 2021. Well, why do I care about this then? What's a slot game? A slot machine game? The backstory of the game is Cooper writing his memoir in a strange journal, Tome, which conjures up stories of other Alice Coopers in different dimensions, and now he must keep writing to simply stay alive. This is lame. Tome of Madness Part 1 is 8 minutes and 43 seconds. Tome of Madness Part 2 is 9 minutes. I thought he was putting out a spoken word record. So we're going to go ahead and dump this one in the tits. I saw this was pretty interesting. Adrian Smith and Richie Kotzen performed in Roseville, California. Refresh my memory. Richie Kotzen was the guy that slept with everyone's wife in Poison, right? He's a guitar playing madman, and he slept with everyone's wife, and they kicked him out on the side of the road when they were all calling their wives, going, "Oh, honey, how what you making for dinner tonight?" She's like, "I'm just thinking about Richie Kotzen's ding ding." What? And then Brett Michael goes tells Ricky, and Ricky tells Cece, and they all get together and say, "God damn it, this guy's been sleeping with everybody." Is that the guy? Adrian Smith and Richie Kotzen project. Smith Kotzen played the 4th show of its U.S. West Coast. Oh, they're doing a West Coast tour. Wednesday, January 26th at Goldfield Trading Post in Roseville, California. Joining Smith and Kotzen. Adrian Smith, we know, the wonderful guitarist for Iron Maiden. As part of the touring band and Richie's wife, internationally acclaimed bass player Julia Lage? Leg? L-A-G-E. What do you call that? Lage? I guess you'd need that little parenthesis type of thing there. Leg? Formerly of the Latin Grammy-nominated Brazilian rock band Baradisaya. With a strong pedigree in rock, Lage has played... She's played alongside Pat Travers' band, really. Elliot Easton, The Cars, Nuno Bettencourt, we got him coming up. We'll talk about him too. Mark McGrath, the Sugar Ray guy, in addition to Smith and Kotzen. Has enlisted drummer Bruno Valverde of Angra for the U.S. West Coast tours. Video footage of the Roseville concert included Smith's rendition of Iron Maiden's classic Wasted Years. I like that, with Smith on lead vocal, can be seen below. Yeah, we got to do that. The wasted time always... We should go into this deeper on a video autopsy. This guy's happy as a clam about it. He's like, I want to see Adrian sing. Across the seven seas. It's weird because when I saw the image, I thought, oh, this must be Kotzen. But it's not. It's Adrian. Is that his wife? Far and wide. She's beautiful. Richie, you go for it. What's this deal? What's this guy's deal? Is he having a sit down? Is he handicapped? If he is, God love him. If he's just sitting there, got a lawn chair out, then to hell with him. He's kind of got a Steve Vai vibe going on there. Close my eyes and think of home. Another city goes by in the night. Oh yeah, this guy hasn't moved in a few minutes here. I'm thinking he's a handicapped fella because he hasn't done any. I've seen his eyes shift a few times, but I haven't seen him really doing anything. So, yeah, she's beautiful. Richie, you lucky dog. Oh, this guy's singing now. Oh, there he goes. Oh, there he is. God love him, this fella. You can see him kind of, giving his fist up there. The waste of time, Good on him. And good to those people there for letting him get up front like that. That is a wonderful thing to do, is embrace. I would like to see him in a mask. Because nowadays they're saying that if you're not wearing the mask, he's probably got his vaccinations and stuff, right? But I'd like to see him wearing a mask just for extra stuff. I wear the mask everywhere I go, and we're not going off on this too far. But I do it kind of as a courtesy to me because I don't want to get anyone else's filthy germs. And I don't care what germ it is. It could be COVID, it could be flu, it could be just gingivitis, it could be bad breath, but it stays away from me. And it's also, if I have something and don't realize that I have it, I'm being courteous enough to not do it to spittle it, because I'm a spitter. Man, when I talk, I spit all over everything. And you don't want a glob of that going in your eye, because you'll get something, right? Yeah, so there you have that. Smith Kotzen, I guess they're out on the tour and they're working on things. I saw this too. This is Anthrax, Joey Belladonna on his singing approach. I have a different style than most people. I'd agree with that. He's kind of like, in the thrash world, he's kind of like, he's a singing dude. He probably sings a lot more than anyone else does, right? In the thrash sitch. I wanted to see what he had to say about this. Anthrax, Joey Belladonna says that having an original singing style is very important to him, explaining that trying to be somebody else was never his goal. I like that. And you can see this dude, just go ahead and YouTube Joey Belladonna karaoke. He goes to every goddamn town and every karaoke bar in the United States and sings. He loves to sing. Belladonna discussed his technique while filming a video message on Cameo, which lets users hire celebrities to record brief personal video messages about virtually any topic. So you could say, "Hey, Dave Mustaine, how long is your ding-dong?" And then he would reply back and give you the exact measurements or whatever. It's just like a brief, quick message. And Dave Mustaine, you could, if you've ever heard him before, you say, "It's not about the size of the pencil, it's how you write your name." Direct quote from Dave Mustaine. In a video he recorded for Boston-based musician Corpseweed, that's kind of a Googler. I might be interested in checking that out. Last May, but which has just been now uploaded to YouTube, Joey said, as transcribed by the Blabbernet, doing a record's a hell of an accomplishment. Just to get 4 or 5 people together to actually have the best foot forward and the same vision musically, and just relying on people to show up and put the work in and just take the time to be great, to be a great band, and even stick together, for God's sakes. That's a hard thing. I really haven't been in a lot of bands, but enough change. And he's also the lead singer and drummer for a cover band that he does. We've done a video autopsy on that. But enough change of bands where I'm just completely amazed how people just come and go. They're just not into it as much as people have other means of life and they want to do instead of playing in a band. Okay? And music isn't, what is that? See, when my eyes scan across stuff, I lose the sentence line. Does anyone else do that? And music, I'm not, I'm not a smart man, Jenny, but I know how to read. And music isn't a big deal to them. Yeah, they want to be around all the fun and all the amenities you get with being in a band and all that kind of stuff. For me, I never really was interested in all that. I love music. I love the way it sounds. I love the way it feels, baby. I like the way it puts me in a good mood. I love to see people happy. Oh, at any given time when I've done what I've done, to see them all happy like that. Ooh, and that scene, it brings some joy, pure bliss. That's really the main thing for me, yeah. There's been plenty of other good things to go with it, but that's my main goal. Oh, here's the message right here. Let's see what he says.
Hey, what's up? It's Joey Belladonna from Anthrax. Good afternoon. I mean, doing records, it's a hell of an accomplishment to just to get 4 to 5 people or 3 people, like I've had in my band, 3 people, together to actually have, the best foot forward.
They kicked you out though, but then they realize they need you, Joey.
And just relying on people to show up and put the work in, and
he needs to work on his cameos.
Be a great band and even stick together.
All right, this is 6 minutes long. We're not going to get through all that, but Joey, I want you to work on your cameos. They need to be 1 to 2 minutes long, and they have to sound just like Vince Neil's. Hey, chip it, you good? Okay, bye. And then you got a good cameo. If you're just being straight-laced and straight-faced and just answering someone's question on cameo, you need them to get a little viral thing too, This was a bit kind of weird, and we're not, this Mudvayne, Chad Gray, says he had the COVID during band's first reunion show. I didn't know I had it. And it's good that he points that out because, everyone would say, how dare you? You're up there going, what's that song? You want it. And he's spitting and sweating all over everyone in the first couple rows there. But he didn't know that he had it. It says Mudvayne singer Chad Gray has revealed that he had COVID-19 on stage while performing with his bandmates at their first show in 12 years, which took place last September at Incarceration Music and Tattoo Festival in Mansfield, Ohio. Speaking to Danny Wimmer Presents at the Welcome to Rockville Festival in Daytona Beach, Florida this past November, Gray said that he never lost his sense of taste and smell while battling the disease. I never lost it either. It was the one thing I had. I could still shovel food in. I go, it tastes so good. I need some more marinara sauce on this. Taste and smell while battling the disease caused by SARS-CoV-2. I think on a level, it's hard to say. I think I had COVID light. But I think I had COVID light, he said. But dude, it fucking wiped me out. Yeah. I had it on stage. The good thing is I didn't know I had it. Well, it's a good thing for you. At Incarceration. So I wasn't stressing about it, but I couldn't figure out what the fuck was going on with my body. That day, I was super short of breath. My voice didn't seem to want to work when I warmed up. Do you warm up your voice? You don't do the la 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 la, right? Not for Mudvayne. My throat was fucking super dry all day. I had some sinus shit going on that day that I didn't know. Oh, he continues. And that's one thing, too, about COVID. It's like one day you might have sinus thing going on. The next day it's in your chest. The next day it's in your throat. The next day you're lethargic and tired. And then it's back in your chest. You can't fucking wrap your head around it, bro. The only thing you can do is feed your body good things. Celery, lettuce, Brussels sprouts, if you're into those. Okay, so it says here, Mudvayne canceled its appearance at the Louder Than Life Festival in Louisville, Kentucky last September after Gray and a few staff members tested positive for it. So he put a stop to it. He is right, though, about that. Is, you know, you want to believe, oh, I just got the sniffles. That's all I've got. And then next thing you know, no, you don't. And I never lost my taste or smell. And we're getting to the point now everyone's going to get it. I mean, if you're in the just get in a bubble. I swear, I'd wear an Austrian what do they call it? Astronaut. I'd wear a goddamn astronaut or a cosmonaut uniform outfit. What are they called? Isn't it? It's not an outfit. That's not manly enough, right? Uniform. Suit, that's what it is. Astronaut suit. I would straight up wear one everywhere I went. Just because you don't have to talk to anybody. You walk right down the street, you go in, you get your coffee, everyone stares at you going, my God, look at this monstrosity, but doesn't matter. You're clean and clear of everything. So get well soon. I know he's probably better now and everything. That's another story I read too, by the way. I believe, and I've said this, and you know this, that I've said this, that I think I got it at the Opeth Mastodon show. Well, then the drummer guy, Bran Daler or whatever from Mastodon goes, oh yeah, I got the COVID real bad at the end of that tour. So I think he gave it to me. From about, a good half a mile away, I believe that he gave it to me. Or if I'm going to get it, and I'm going to get it at a Mastodon show, by damn it, I'd like to get it by the drummer. Right? Here we got one here. You remember Extreme's Nuno Bettencourt? Look at this. How old is this guy now? 75? He looks great. He's doing the beard trimmings and everything else. He's holding up really well. He's still got those long locks. There might be a little hair or two of gray in there, but he's looking pretty good. It says Extreme's Nuno Bettencourt is working on 2 separate solo projects. 2? If you hold up 2 fingers, that means 2. He's doing 2 solo projects. I got to find out what this is because you think 1 solo project would be good enough. Extreme guitarist Nuno, did I call him Nino? Nuno Bettencourt. By the way, that is the worst hurricane that ever happened in New Orleans, was the Nuno Bettencourt. When that came through, it absolutely destroyed everything in Nolans. Says that he is working on 2 new solo projects, including a follow-up of sorts to his debut solo album, Schizophonic. That's a nice title, which came out in 1997 on A&M Records. So he's doing a follow-up to that, kind of a sequel situation. On Wednesday, January 26, Bettencourt took to his social media to write, "New music announcement 2022. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. I'm departing on a new and exciting journey, working on 2 separate solo projects. On one of them, I have a full album already written and recorded and will form an exciting new band for it." Oh, so he's what he's done there is he's created all the music, he's written it, and he's recorded it and everything, and he's going to get together a bunch of guys to go out on tour to play that album. I am doing a worldwide search for an incredible singer frontman. Oh, sailing takes me away to wherever is. Look no further, baby cakes. I'll come in and I'll rock your shit. You got to go in there with some attitude and tenacity. Say, listen here, Nino, I'm going to fucking rock your shit so good that you ain't ever going to look for another singer again. You're going to kick that guy out of Extreme, and you're going to get me in there, because I'm the bleeding greatest vocalist you ever done seen. You know, you got to come in with some... That would be my advice to any singer frontman that's planning to go in there, is go in with don't be cocky, be confident. There's a difference. An amazing rhythm section with a killer bass guitar and drums that can lock in together and sing backup vocals as well. Please submit a video of yourself killing it on stage and any music performance of you on your instrument or as a frontman performing live at Dreamers. What's this? What? Or as, why has he got this tagged in it? Dreamers at atlantisentertainment.com. Show me what you're all about. And then he says, my second project is all me, LOL. LOL. My second project is all me, LOL. Truly solo and real departure sonically. Somewhat of a schizophonic part 2 for those who know. So pumped to share new music. Everybody loves, what does this say down here? Because there's a lot of famous names in it. It says, Bettencourt rose to rock superstardom as lead guitarist of the legendary rock band Extreme. He has parlayed that success into an acclaimed career as a Grammy-nominated multi-platinum artist, songwriter, and producer, working alongside industry titans such as, what? Sir Paul McCartney, Steven Tyler, he's the one that sings Lovin' in a Lovey Tub, Kanye West, Robert Palmer. Robert Palmer's passed on. Gonna have to face it, you're addicted to drugs. Might as well. Rihanna, Janet Jackson, and Perry Farrell, among others. I love that when they put among others. They name all those off. And then among others, if someone famous that has worked with Bettencourt is reading this, you're part of the among others, if you weren't mentioned. Nuno is also the CEO and co-founder of Atlantis Entertainment. Well, there you go. Dreamers at atlantisentertainment.com is where you can send in your tasty clip if you want to be part of the Nuno Bettencourt experience. And there's the picture of him that he put up that says so stoked. I love that when they put new music announcement 2022. And this image, look at him. He's cut. He is ripped. And that is not from 2022. You be the judge of that. That's a beautiful blouse he's wearing, though, by the way. It's got a 70s bit of a vibe, but it's also got kind of a macrame deal going on. And it even swings down below the mid-thigh area. That is quite the thing. If you got a chest like that looks like you can bench 350, you can wear a macrame shirt. This episode is slowly coming to a close, but fret not. We've got your comments, and I've got one more story I wanted to get into. First comes love, then comes marriage, then comes baby in the baby carriage. Kelly Osbourne travels with a pillow, Slipknot, of Slipknot's Sid Wilson. I take my baby everywhere. That's right, everybody. Sid Wilson, DJ of Slipknot, is dating Kelly Osbourne. Remember when she dated that singer guy from The Used? That was on their TV program. Kelly Osbourne, the 37-year-old, she looks kind of cute there in that image. Kelly Osbourne, the 37-year-old daughter of Ozzy and Sharon Osbourne, has revealed that she carries around a big pillow of her boyfriend, Sidney George Wilson, better known as the mask-wearing turntablist for heavy metal group Slipknot. Kelly shared a fun photo on Instagram story of her posing with a large, screen-printed pillow of Wilson's face, and she captioned it, "Everywhere I go, I'll take me baby with me." She also shared a quote on her story, tagging Wilson on the slide. Now it's got little Ann. "So there's this boy, and the way he laughs makes me smile. And the way he talks gives me butterflies right down in me old meat pie. And everything about him makes me happy, don't you know?" Earlier this month, a source told People that Osbourne and Wilson, who is 8 years her senior, recently took their relationship to the next level after more than 2 decades of knowing each other. So yeah, because Ozzy Osbourne put him on the old Ozfest. And she said, "Mommy, who's that guy over there? I'd like to suck and fuck him." Oh, sorry. I apologize about that. Kelly and Sid met. Who's this going on? Because it's got quotes on it. Decades knowing each other. Kelly and Sid met when his band was touring with Ozfest 1999, said the source, referring to the musical festival founded by her parents. They have remained friends since. They are very happy together. What's this? But there was just fiddling because the interest, a lot of different noisemakers. My grandma used to have a lot of harmonicas. What? Let's take a look at her. Kelly Osbourne. "Everywhere I go, I'll take my baby with me." And there he is. And she says, "I'm on me dad's private plane, and when I need a little night-night, I get my pillow, and it's of Sid Wilson. You may know him. He's the guy that does the turntables for Slipknot." That's right. So there we have that. I swear this is the first one I've had. Don't think that I'm hammered or anything. I'm just in a silly mood. That is delicious. It could be colder. I'm not going to lie about that. And finally, for this one, we're getting into your comments. That's right. Comment time. Oscar Salvador. "I heard an interview with KK a few years ago. In so many words, he said he started not to like Glenn. Yes, because he drank beer before shows. Oh my heavens. Was too competitive as the other guitarist in the band, and Glenn wanted more attention." I mean, the one thing I would say about that is if KK's like, "He drinks beer. Why is he drinking beer before the concert?" It's like, we're in a rock band. Now, if Glenn was taking it too far, if he's having a couple of Michelob Ultras before they go on stage, that's one thing. But if he's pounding down a case before they get up there, that's something different. And it's weird that after all these years, Glenn would want more attention. Bros, you guys are the tag team duo. You guys are like the goddamn, what was those wrestling guys with the makeup on? Animal and the Punisher. What were they called? You're a tag team. Where Glenn goes, KK goes. That's the way I look at it. So there you go, Oscar. Pling, there's your heartsy. James Tate. Priest went back to a 5-piece band after coming to their senses. Yes, indeed. We mentioned that they did, in fact, get back. They decided to have Andy Sneap come back, which will be weird, right? Because Andy Sneap, now every moron in the audience that runs into him is going to go, "Hey, what was the deal, Andy? What happened there?" Hey, look, it was a few days on the internet. Okay, I'm back in the band. Very good, James. There you go. Pling. Rask. Rask is the man. He wants me to do some Ozzy Osbourne video autopsy kind of stuff, and I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to figure out how to do it without getting zinged and dinged all the time, where they block it or they unmonetize it or they take advantage. Rask, this guy here, he's the man. And the reason why is there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 fireballs, and those are all for me. Rask, I love you. You're wonderful. You guess what? Heart ding. Mike Buchanan coming in here. You know what? I saw Vince on a solo concert and I loved it. And cue outro music. Yeah, so that was his own outro music. It was just him and cueing. I mean, yeah, I think that I would love it too, even if it was terrible. I mean, it's like you can't get enough of Vince Neil. We do have that coming up. It's coming up well, it's already passed. You've already seen the tips and tricks for Vince Neil losing his weight. But I've seen articles where they say the fans are crying out, "Stop, Vince! End your career now, please." It's like, to me, those are the best concerts. You feel like you're getting something. If something goes down, if the power goes out, if someone on stage loses their shit, you're like, I was here for that. I paid good money, and I was here to see it happen. And I would pay to go see Vince Neil because it would probably be a train wreck, and I would enjoy every single minute of it. There's your heart, bing. Rodzilla rocks. All this happened because Richie Faulkner, the other guy played, had a massive heart attack on stage at Louder Than Life in Kentucky. Andy was playing with Richie Faulkner when this occurred in Kentucky live on stage. Richie had a heart attack and his aorta burst while playing Painkiller live. Yes, I remember that because he kept playing the solo. Andy took Glenn Tipton's place as he is struggling with Parkinson's. Yeah, we know that. Richie has been with the band since KK Downing left. In my opinion, it has to be 2 guitar band based on their guitar part that play a huge role in the songs. So I am glad they are waiting for Richie to heal. Yes. I mean, it's a double guitar attack band. And I would agree with that. So, Rodzilla, kablingo. There you go. Anthony Ferguson coming back in. Your best theme song set now. Your best theme song set now. You said you would do anything for that $1 million sponsorship. Now, let me ask you this. Would you really think out a new theme song and you added more lyrics to the jingle, but you had to record a 16-plus minute version of the Jive Talkin' with Shane D theme song, just like he loves my theme songs. He loves it. Or he's being silly and he's just egging me on. Theme song, like when Iron Butterfly recorded the epic Inagata Davida. I want a 16-minute version of the Jive Talkin' with Shane D theme song. It was epic. Your thoughts, please address this on your next Jive Talkin' with Shane D posting. Anthony, yes. You want an Inagata Davida version of it? You're the only one that would want that, I'm thinking. I think it's everything that anyone can stand, just the amount that I'm doing it right now. And I'm pretty sure that people click on it and go, oh, what's this about? This must be some kind of heavy metal news podcast, new thing. And then a jackass gets on and does a beep, beep, beep. And they go, that's it, I'm out. So I appreciate you, Anthony. I appreciate you deeply. Anthony coming in here again. Can you please record a Jive Talkin' with Shane D, the 16 minutes, Inagata Davida? Oh, this is just, he was just hoping. Okay, Anthony, I read the comments to the Jive Talkin' episodes every time. Maybe this was a copy and paste, but I think this is just the same exact thing. But we will read this part. Shane D theme song, you are amazing talent on the keyboard. And amazing. Your thoughts, please, on this issue. Thank you. I mean, you know, I don't like to toot my own horn. I don't like to toot my own keyboard any more than I have to. But I will agree with you, and the way I agree is the heart. Bing. Meatloaf, rest in peace, grandson playing with his dad. Yes, indeedy. Scott Ian, brother-in-law, says he's got tons of stories about Meatloaf, and I would love to hear them. I did hear, and you can Google this or check it out or whatever, but I did hear a story about how Meatloaf got his name, and it involved him putting his head on the street and someone driving over it with a car. And it didn't affect him at all or something, and they said his head's like Meatloaf or something. That's when he was wild, young, and free, that you would do things like that. You're 20, you're a teenager to your mid-20s, and you go, yeah, I'll put my head on the street and let you run over it with the car. After that, you go, wait a minute, no, I won't. Ding, Michael Buchanan, there's your thumb, there's your heartsy. MB, was that Envy Life by Testament you were singing? Close, sir. Close, whoever you are, man, woman, or child. It was Practice What You Preach from the same record. So I'm going to give you a heart and a thumbs up on that. And I'm going to say, I'm going to type you were damn close, bro, ham. Exclamation point, exclamation point. Then we come over here and we give you 2 horns ups to the sky. Or no. Do we? No. Let's just give you a smiley. That's good enough. That's good enough. I reply. That is it, my dear friends, for another episode of Jive Talkin. There was so much stuff about COVID, and we've already clearly dipped into that a little bit. And then there was a bunch of stuff about that story about Neil Young saying, if you got Joe Rogan on there, then you take my stuff off. And the problem I'll say with that is I like some Neil Young just fine, but you better be able to back that up when you go. Either you get rid of them or get rid of me. Because that always backfires for the most part, right? The only person that could say you need to get rid of Joe Rogan on Spotify is Michael Jackson. Get rid of that silly stinky, he's a stinky poo-poo man. Get him off or take my stuff off. They would instantly go, Joe, you're going. You're gone. And I don't even know if Michael's stuff is on Spotify. I haven't looked. I'm pretty sure it is. But, very few people can have the power to do that. And, Neil Young is one of them older artists where it's like, people are Googling, who's Neil Young? Why is he griping at old Joe Rogan? I say if you don't like it, don't listen to it. Don't subscribe to it. Don't have anything to do with it. Just run away. Run away from it as fast as you can. Try to get away from the thing that is Joe Rogan. It's hard to do because it's all over YouTube. It's all over Twitter. It's all over Instagram. It's everywhere. Joe Rogan said this. Joe Rogan does this. Joe Rogan eats nothing but beef. So you just got to either deal with it or don't deal with it. But when you put down them ultimatums, hot potatoes, you better hope you got the power. Prince could do it. If Prince would say, dearly beloved, get that motherfucker off Spotify right now. You're going to lose my shit. They'd say, Prince, Joe, you're out. You get gone. But not many that could do that. Metallica, maybe. But why would you even do that? Neil, just don't pay attention to it, okay? Special message to Neil Young. Don't pay attention to things you don't want to pay attention to. Okay? That's all I got swinging in. I'm loving you guys so much, and thank you for all your courtesy, your kindness, your due diligence. Uber Elite, Shane Diablo, Commanders Club members, each and every one of you that have subscribed to my channel and enjoy what we do here. You are all part of the Rhythm Nation. You're all part of the Diablo Commanders Club in my heart and my mind. Swinging in, saying goodbye. Jive Talkin' with Shane D. Jive Talkin' me. Jive Talkin' Shane D. Come and get this shit for free.